Daddy's Bengals, that's the team we're gonna cheer.
From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at what's now known as Paycor Stadium here in Cincinnati. Two of the bigger disappointments in the first quarter of the season doing battle here. As we get this one underway. It takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They're led out by the former Sun Devil, their rookie quarterback out of Arizona State.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well. Won the ball game, bottom line. May not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
Here's a 2nd and 3 now from the 33.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up second.
Now a handoff up the middle. Compton. The numbers for him from a week ago. 15 carries, 59 yards.
Not a horrendous week last week running the ball, but definitely room for improvement for their numbers. No doubt they made some slight adjustments to how they're going to call plays this week in hopes they can kick those numbers up a notch.
And his throw is incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10.
It's 2nd down and 10.
He'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and 1. At the 39-yard.
Up the middle they go. Compton. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. 11 yards there, 1st down.
1st down, Aviators.
Back to throw here. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
That's caught downfield. It's Golden. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that will going to be off target and incomplete.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's 4th and goal. And a good sign for them right now to have their young quarterback looking confident on the opening drive.
Now, we haven't met a young quarterback, a veteran quarterback. It doesn't matter. We haven't met a quarterback yet that doesn't tell us he's confident about his abilities, right?
That's true.
But when you're young, it's really important to get off to a good start because it does build up that confidence. It allows him to play better as the game goes on.
Especially crucial here on the road. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
The Bengals offense here ready to rock and roll. Joe Burrow is the man at quarterback.
I guess we have to nickname him the thrower, aren't we, or something like that.
After last week?
I mean, man, you're talking about over 400 yards throwing the ball. The running backs and everyone else may be looking at him like, hey, don't forget us. And he probably just tell him, listen, you want to get involved? Go out and catch some passes. I'll make sure you touch it.
The numbers a week ago for Chase, comfortably up over 100 yards when cruising past that number, and 2 touchdowns.
How'd you like to be the D coordinator this week? He watched that game last week, and I know his first thought was, we have to find a way to take him out of the game plan. We cannot let him do that to us.
When you look at this defense, they really played well in that win last week against Miami.
I just consider myself fortunate that I'm not in charge of the offensive line. They gave up 7 sacks last week. And if things don't improve in this game, head coach isn't going to be looking at the offensive line. He's going to look at the offensive line coach. And that's when things get dicey.
And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
When you give up points on the opening drive, in this case a field goal, you'd hate to go 3 and out. They avoid that.
They do, and it's also walking that fine line mentally, too, as a coach, isn't it? Because you want to emphasize to your team exactly what you said. All right, we gave up the field goal. Let's go back and at least equal that, guys. But if we don't, you don't want them to feel like it's the end of the world either. Nice that they were able to pick up the first down there, help them relax a little bit.
Play action. It's Burrow. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line.
Bengals first down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Burrow will throw. Wide open receiver complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Barrow will get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
A gain of 4.
Now it's Burrow.
2nd and 6.
A throw left sideline falls incomplete. And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals have answered that early field goal to take a first quarter lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But also have to remember, they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more.
No gain on the play.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Nowhere to go. Here he lost the football. On 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on the punt. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Now Burrow. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. The Bengals bring out their punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. On 1st down, Compton. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 15. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Now he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
It's a gain of 25 yards. 1st down, Austin.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Ready for the 2nd quarter, and it's our visitors with the football, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to find his running back. It's complete.
It's on 1st down. Complete to number 22. It's a loss of a yard.
They'll send the tight end in motion.
At the 29-yard line.
2nd and 11. Over the middle, he's got Golden. Here's 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 8. Makes it 3rd and 3.
He'll drop to throw. And a quick shuffle pass here is complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
At the 17-yard line.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
Now he'll tuck this and run. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the 1st down marker. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. He'll look to throw. He'll try to pick it up himself. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. It's their quarterback with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Aviators have regained the lead.
Nothing like understanding where your escape hatches are as a quarterback. Here he's looking, but he knows he doesn't want to force anything. So when nothing avails itself, he slips past the rushers, takes it right up the middle, and takes it into the end zone.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Ready to go on offense. Out come the Bengals. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Here's Burrow. To the right side and intercepted. Inside the 20. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Quick hitter here. It's complete. They'll come up 2nd and 7.
He's out of bounds at the 12-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll set up to throw. Throw right side, pulled in by Hunter. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
It's a gain of 8. And an Austin first down. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll look to throw here. Touchdown! A 5-yard touchdown. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point splits the uprights. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Bengals 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Burrow on play action. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45.
Bengals first down.
They'll run on 1st down. Barrow. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone.
That's another Bengals first down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Brown. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. Now it's Burrow. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
Intended for number 84. Incomplete.
Burrow looking to pass. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Bengals are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Brown. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
At the 7-yard line.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And a little bit of space there, takes it inside the 5 to the 3.
4 yards on the pickup. It's now 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal. Burrow. He'll try, and he'll take this into the end zone for Bengal TD. Joe Burrow, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Bengals are back within a score. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Looking to put a drive together. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. This is Brown going up the middle. A beautiful fake.
And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line.
And the Bengals first down.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it.
He's going to have the hook up here to Chase.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Up the middle they go. Barrow. And he will make his way back to where he started from, and that's all. As we will make our way to the 2-minute warning.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hall.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Hall. Touchdown, Bengals. A 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Bengals have taken the lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that will make this a 4-point game.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Austin's offense ready to go again.
There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points in the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
22 yards. And an Austin first down.
They'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
From the 47, it's 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd.
In motion, the tight end. 2nd and 5.
Right to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now,
as he's on to kick it away. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line.
The Bengals going to take over late in this first half.
And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that will bring up 2nd down. Final play of the half for Burrow and company. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line.
Halftime coming up. Let's get you down to Orlando and our buddy Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thank you. The first month of the season has come and gone. Some early surprises, some early disappointments as well. Let's get into it. Our tour around the NFL starts now with a tough matchup in the NFC. And it's the former Michigan man, J.J. McCarthy. A 4-yard touchdown pass in the box score. The Vikings continue to have enough. They make it 5 straight wins to start the new year. Up next, another intriguing matchup. And this is the home team's quarterback. He connects here on a 36-yard touchdown. The Wizards with an important W. They didn't want to start 1-4, and they won't following their victory here. Lastly, let's squeeze in one more. And this is Justin Herbert. This is one of the best runs from a quarterback you're going to see all year. Off he goes. The Chargers move to 3-2 as they get back above 500 with the victory. And time now for one more look at the rest of the scores from around the NFL. Meanwhile, in our game, both teams have been able to move the ball effectively. It might be a question of which defense can make a stand in the second half. As we send you back out to the stadium with Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Burrow will throw. That is caught. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Now a give, right side. Barrow. 68 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
That's another Bengals first down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him. But don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
Well, they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
And nobody leaks. Big play. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. So on 4th down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal.
From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And he hits the upright, but it caroms in anyway. But plenty of distance there as he banks it in. And that'll make this a 7-point game. Distance wasn't the problem, but he did need some help from the right upright, and he got it. A little kiss and in.
Yeah, fortunately caught on the inside of the upright, and that pushed it through. This isn't like a baseball foul pole where you hit any part of it and it counts. It's got to go through the post. If he hits it on the outside, that's no good.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt.
Here's 3rd and 9.
They're going to look to throw.
And they had to reach for that one, but can't grab it. It's behind him, and it's incomplete. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now,
as he's on here to punt it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. It's taken to the 26. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Going for Burton, and he's got it. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And this is caught at the end. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Bengals go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead now up to 14. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it's finished off with a Cincinnati touchdown.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
Now that should give him a spark. He's across the 40 to the 43.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. They'll try and start this drive in the air. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it's 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup.
They'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Hunter. And he's got this down to the 35. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
Kind of a dangerous throw there. He's off balance when he gets rid of it. But this is all about a quarterback knowing what he can get away with. And that time, it turns into a completion and a healthy gain as well.
And he'll be taken down at the 34. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. They'll motion the tight end across the formation. Here's 2nd and 8.
That's to Kraft, the tight end.
And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 22-yard line.
And then Austin, 1st down.
They'll try the left side. Clifton. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Looking to throw.
Over the middle, he's got Golden.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 6.
They'll drop to throw. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. So on 4th down, Andy Reid decides to send in the field goal unit. He connected on his first, this from 41. And his kick is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Look and repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second down at the 22-yard line.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete.
Here now a third down and 8.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it third.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Hard throw, incomplete. The Bengals bring out their punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42.
That's taken in by Golden. From the 48-yard line, here's second down and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3.
On play action, they'll throw. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw here. He's going to air one out. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now,
as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. The home team's offense and their quarterback ready to go once more.
And he's been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been totally taken apart, and that is borne out in his numbers. He's been terrific all game long.
Now Burrow. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Bengals in possession of the football and in possession of the lead as well as we start the 4th. Play action. It's Burrow.
On the out route, he completes it to Hall.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard
On 1st down, Barrow.
That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll keep it on the ground. Barrow. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's Burrow.
A quick throw there is incomplete.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
And he is going to have the Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Bengals 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Now it's Burrow. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hall.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's a 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 30.
To the air again, Burrow. It is caught right at the 10-yard line. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
1st and goal at the
Burrow looking to pass. is incomplete. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
On the option left, it's Burrow. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Evan McPherson for the Bengals field goal. A 28-yard attempt.
McPherson's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
So that, maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
Boston's offense ready to go again. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his man a rest.
He's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Nolan Smith getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Well, this has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game, even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He'll try to do it himself. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
I don't know about you, but can you just almost feel the relief that's gone through this stadium? He picked up that 1st down. Without it, this game is over.
And when he took off, it was almost like, oh, no, this might be it, but found a way to pick up the 1st.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
Open man, it's Hunter.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll look to throw here. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front getting to him. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking him.
And he will take this one in for a touchdown.
Tucker Kraft,
his 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Aviators have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, gotta give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Cam Little to kick off.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field.
Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 28-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow.
Complete on the crosser to Hall.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bengals first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They will toss to Brown. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Burrow will throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. Shifts past him at the 45. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49.
Out of bounds at his own 49-yard line.
Now it's Burrow. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10. The Aviators offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. Here's 1st and 10. And this defense has got to be at its wits' end, trying to come up with ways to keep him contained. He's had so many opportunities to tuck it and go, and he's turned a number of those opportunities into.
There he goes, right side.
He may go, and he will be taken down, but it is a huge play there to flip field position. And they'll be on the other side of the field as we have reached the 2-minute warning.
He'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation.
Touchdown! Matthew Golden taking it in.
And the Aviators are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes.
Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the post, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow. They do tack on the extra point as well. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And able to get this out to the 25.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 33-yard line.
Here's Burrow.
And Walker has it. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Bengals first down. First and 10.
Now Burrow.
37-yard line.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long.
Second and 12 at the 46-yard line.
Burrow. He finds his man, complete. That's Walker. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
That's good.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
18-yard line.
They'll give this up the middle to Brown. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line.
Brought down by James Pierce.
Run now with a tight end fill.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further.
For the field goal. A 20-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. He hasn't missed a kick all year. Why would he start now?
That's a great question, isn't it? Well, maybe because that was the most nerve-wracking kick he had to attempt all year, but he knocked it through just like it was an easy chip shot.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.
A fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look.